Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, if you watched my video, the video that I posted before this, I was talking about the issue of the 7 years term limit or the 4 years term limit, and I gave the difference whereby I said that some people, whereby I said that Cheringei took to this motion to the Senate that President should have 7 years term limit, and which means that after 7 years, he only works for 7 years. Nothing like 7 years, another term 7 years. No, it is only 7 years. If the president is elected, he goes for only 7 years. And in these 7 years, a lot of things can happen. And I explained by saying that if a president goes for only 7 years, it means that this president will focus mainly on building himself. If 10 years, the president normally focuses on building himself. So what will happen with 7 years? Because according to him, according to that notion, is that it is only 7 years and the president cannot vie again. So if a president cannot vie again and he knows very well that this is the only chance that I have, maybe to work for Kenyans or to work for myself, just like what we are experiencing right now. President William Ruto has realized that he will not be re-elected again as the president of the Republic of Kenya, no matter what. That is why he's bringing a lot of things. He's changing things, knowing that if I change all these things within this period of time that is remaining, I'm going to benefit. Some also said the 4 years term limit, that is the 4 years, the first term is 4 years, another term is 4 years, which will give the president another time maybe to be re-elected or maybe to vie again for the presidency. The churches right now have come out clearly and they're really crying. The churches and pastors are saying that if it is 2 years, it is only 2 years that William Ruto and his government is reigning, and we are too tired already. The churches are saying that it is only 2 years. William Ruto has been in the government for only 2 years. It is only 2 years that William Ruto has been in the government, and we are too tired. Now, talking about now giving William Ruto another year so that it will be 7 years, that we will break our backs. I want us to listen to these church leaders, the way they're speaking, and then I come back so that we can continue with the discussion.
That the motive of the proposed amendment bill number 2 of 2024 of the Constitution is self-seeking, and it is self-centered. It is aimed at benefiting the ruling class, increasing the term of the president and the other elected leaders, including members of parliament, from 5 years to 7 years, and the creation of the office of the Prime Minister does not add any value, to the improvement of the governance of our country, Kenya. The proposed amendment can only be described as illogical and retrogressive. It is not about Kenya and our people. It is about the rulers clinging to power for their own interest. It is about the consolidation of the power and accumulation of their wealth. Already it is about 2 years since this 13th Parliament came into office. And in 2 years, we are already too tired. We are already very tired, actually, in 2 years. So 7 years will just break our backs.
If we have elected these people who, in only 2 years, are making us suffer, what if we give them 7 years? People who talk 100 things and then they don't implement any of the 100. And lastly, we also call to any of the senators or members of parliament, please propose a bill which will go and state that a deputy president should also be elected by Kenyans. So that we'll be going to election, elect president independently and deputy president independently, so that person we are the ones to deal with.
Now, those are pastors. They are saying that, no, we cannot continue like this. We cannot continue this. It is only 2 years that William Ruto has been in the office. And we are tired. We are tired. A lot of things has happened. We are being driven crazy. Our minds are blowing. We are going to blow our minds. It's like we've been here 10 years. It's like William Ruto has been in the government for the past 20 years. Only 2 years. And right now you're telling us to give him another 5 years to go up to 7 years. That is a lie. So in short, people are against this issue of the 7. And I've even had Senator Sifuna talking about this, saying that how comes someone has been elected, you are in the office, and again you are coming with a proposal that you should be added another year, and you're in the office.
Honorable Speaker, as a member of the SPC, I am going to be pushing very hard that the conduct and pronouncement of certain members, even the bills that they bring before this House, they are costing the image of this House, Honorable Speaker, because those bills are tone deaf. How can somebody just stand up out of nowhere propose a constitutional amendment to extend his own term when he's here and he was elected for 5 years? And then the rest of us are supposed to be dragged through this shame because people are looking for clout, bringing very useless bills here instead of addressing the things that are facing Wananchi, Honorable Speaker. Which is why I want to encourage our colleagues, because the majority of the members of this House know what brought them to this House. Some of us have never even gone to a sauna. A Bukusu man like myself, what is a sauna? I don't know. That is not why I was sent here. I was sent here to bring money for the people of Nairobi so that the governor can complete the new maternity wing at Mama Lucy. So, Honorable Speaker, these members who repeatedly bring shame to this House by bringing up ridiculous ideas, ridiculous thoughts, and painting them as if they are the thinking of the entire House, we need to call them out, Honorable Speaker. This is not why we were elected.
Yes, very good. Senator Mungatana.
But I think this one of Sifuna, Sifuna is someone that you cannot be trusted. He changes like a chameleon, truth be told. Edwin Sifuna changes like a chameleon. At one point he says this, remember during the election or during the voting, people thought that maybe Sifuna will vote no for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know whether he voted yes or no, but according to the way he was speaking, it's like Sifuna voted yes. It is no, it is not that since ODM people entered government, it has been very difficult to trust any person that comes from ODM. That is it. Since Raila Amolo Odinga found himself in the government, and people like Opiyo Wandayi, John Mbadi, Ali Hassan Joho, Oparanya got into government, and this issue of broad-based government also, it has been very difficult to trust anybody that speaks or for the government from ODM. It's only perhaps Babu Owino is the only one that can be trusted. But these other guys cannot be trusted. No matter how people trusted, and I remember the way people trusted Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna, even during the time that Edwin Sifuna was going for interviews on Citizen TV, everybody would want to know what Sifuna have said. What is his stand? Because everybody believed that Sifuna has got a very strong stand that is fighting against the government. That anything that the government says that is wrong, Sifuna will say and correct it and say that this one is wrong. But since ODM entered government, these guys tasted the government, and right now we don't have opposition. The opposition that we have is us against them. So we Kenyans right now are the opposition. We don't have opposition. Like opposition leader. Who is the opposition leader? Can someone tell me who is the opposition leader? So that is the situation. Even though Edwin Sifuna right now is talking about Cheringei, talking about increasing term limit to 7 years, yet he's in the government. Not allow that. But I don't know. Let me just say that I don't know. That is the first story. The second story is about Mike Sonko. We all know who Mike Sonko is. Mike Sonko was the governor of Nairobi County, and then things happened. He went to Mombasa, was trying to vie for the governor of Mombasa. A lot happened. I've heard Mike Sonko talking about something today. He's saying that this government is full of lies, and no one can be trusted.
Nikamwambia wewe wacha Kalonzo, njoo tufanye serikali because wewe umepoteza, Kalonzo amepoteza. Amekosa deputy president, wewe umekosa Mombasa, tukafanya mkataba vizuri. Media mkaitwa. Nikaambiwa ambassadors 8 Sonko utapewa watu yako. Nikaambiwa parastatal nitapewa 6. Nitapewa mapiesi 3. Baada waapishwe hakuna kitu niliona. Ni utapeli tu mtupu, conman. Hata wakati wa Uhuru kulikuwa na afadhali, tulikuwa tuna access State House, tunaingia ndani, tunapiga matoti.
In short, he's trying to show his frustrations on what William Ruto did to him. He's saying that William Ruto is a con man. William Ruto ni mtapeli mkubwa sana. Na sisi pia tunajua kwamba Ruto si ni mtapeli tu. Yaani huyu ni yule mtu ambaye huwezi ukamwamini kabisa. Anaweza kaamka asubuhi na kuambia kwamba mimi sikusema tufanye hivyo. Yani anaweza kukuruka. William Ruto yule mtu ambaye anaweza akakuruka bila wewe mwenyewe kujua amekurukaje. Ni mtu ambaye kwa sasa hivi utafiti umefanywa na imepatikana kwamba kile kitu ambacho William Samoei Ruto huyu ni rais wetu wa Kenya, kile ambacho anakisema cha ukweli ni jina lake peke yake. Mambo yote ambayo anayasema ni ya uongo. Yani hakuna mtu yote ambaye anaweza kaamini William Samoei Ruto rais wetu, hamna. So maybe if you are trusting William Ruto, I'm sorry for your. After all, guys, that is all for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if you're in for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop a comment and tell me what you think and where you think this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I've been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye bye.